Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program at the El Paso Community College. And so this is Mature Living. We've been doing this show for over 30 years. I think we've got the hang of it now. And so we want to tell you we have a great show prepared for you, a lot of great interviews. And one of them is one that we're going to do right now. And we're going to be talking about love is in the air. We're talking to Grace Ortiz, who is a faith-based and community engagement for the Adult Protective Services. And so she works with the community, she works with our senior adult program. She sat on this chair many times to help us as a pinch hitter host for our Mature Living show. And so we love Grace, and she's a great community partner. But today, the topic is Love is in the Air. As you can see, we're all ready for Valentine's. February is a great month to love yourself, do things for yourself, and do things for others. And she says we need to love our elderly and ensure that they are not neglected. Thank you for being here. That was kind of a long introduction, wasn't it, Grace?
No, it was perfect, Mary, perfect.
Great. So I guess we can begin by talking about what is Adult Protective Services.
So I work with Adult Protective Services. I've been with them for 18 years.
It's a state
Actually,
program.
Today's my anniversary, 19 years.
19 years.
That I've been with Adult Protective Services. And, well, let me tell you, it's a state agency, very misunderstood. We investigate cases of abuse, neglect, and exploitation for the elderly and persons with disabilities. And with Valentine's right around the corner, I thought it'd be the perfect time to let's talk about loving our seniors and making sure that they're not neglected.
Yes, and there are many of them in the trenches of neighborhoods in society. Many of them that don't know who to call, don't know that there's help, because Adult Protective Services is there to help.
Absolutely. Our motto is we're here to help, we want to help. We're not here to hurt you. We want to see how you can live better in your home. And so there's two types of neglect, Miss Mary. One is where we do it to ourselves. That's called self-neglect. And then there's the other one where a family member or a friend, a caretaker that's paid or not paid says, I'm in charge, I'm going to take care of you. And they can't do the job because it's difficult. Sometimes it can be a lot overwhelming and you don't know which way to go or where to start. And so that's why I wanted to talk about that today.
So family is important. Friends and neighbors are important many times in cases where elders need help. And so that's why we want our community to know about Adult Protective Services. So what are some of the signs of neglect that we should look for?
So my goal today is to get you to feel like you can do something for any of our family, friends, and neighbors that are elderly. And your way of doing it is check on them.
Yes.
And when you check on them, look out for things like, I notice that they're losing a lot of weight. Maybe malnutrition, dehydration, maybe they're not taking their medications because they're forgetting, unsanitary or unsafe living conditions, maybe they don't have any heating or cooling or water or gas in their home. Why? What's really going on? Maybe your home is not the cleanest, or you have lots of pets and it's just gotten away from you and it's unsafe. So all of those things are neglect that we do to ourselves. And then vice versa with someone who cares for us. The senior might say, they're mistreating me. Don't say anything. I don't want any problems, but this person says they're caring for me, but they're mistreating me. They don't visit, they're keeping my check, they're not buying my groceries, so I'm not eating. I don't know how my bills are being paid, but I don't think they are because I don't have any water and I don't know why. So again, it's asking the questions, how are you? How can I help you? What do you need today? And looking out for those signs.
Yes. And the person that's interested in helping an elder, it doesn't have to worry about them finding the resources. They can call your number, they can report, and it's anonymous, and then you all take over to find out what their needs are.
Exactly. So if you suspect that an elderly person or persons with disabilities being neglected or someone is neglecting them, you can always call our 1-800 number, which is 1-800-252-5400. and then you'll make the report. Again, it can be anonymous, or you can include yourself, and not to worry, we're not going to say you reported. But our goal is when you report, we're going to go to the home and we're going to do a safety assessment.
Oh.
And during that assessment, we're going to see, do you have food? Do you have utilities? What's really going on? Tell me about your medications. And sometimes they'll say, look, the doctor gave me this new medication, but it's $400. And it's life-sustaining. It's for blood pressure, or it's for your diabetes, or it's for something that you really, really need to keep you healthy. Then maybe Adult Protective Services might be able to help you this one time, and then we'll figure out how to get either another medication or get a resource in the community, continue receiving your medications. Or I can't cook anymore. It's just too hard. I'm worried I can't lift the pan, or I'm fearful I'm gonna burn myself. Well, then we're gonna make a referral to our county nutrition program. Maybe they can drop off a meal for you at least twice a day.
Oh, yes.
So we'll know you're eating.
Yes.
Or we'll make referrals over to see if we can get someone to come and help you. There's provider services out there. So our goal is to be the bridge for those resources out in the community.
And those are the signs for self-neglect,
Right.
where they're not really caring for themselves, as any person would do. Sometimes you'll bring a meal or a couple of meals, and maybe you'll come and visit, and you'll notice that they're still in the refrigerator, and they've been there a week, but they say they've ate them, that they ate them, but they didn't. They're still there. So many times mental capacity has memory loss.
If we're not eating the way we should, we need to be able to eat nutritious food. And if we're not able to cook and we're not eating, or we're forgetting to take our medications, we're not feeling well, so that might just be something that's causing our forgetfulness.
Yes.
Something as minor as that. And so our goal is to make sure that you're living safe and well in your home, get you the meals you need, or if you don't have money to pay a utility bill, okay, let's go see what happened. Why not? What's really happening? Why can't you pay? You used to be able to pay. What happened now? I summer and winter, when I make calls to seniors who need a fan or a blanket, I ask the questions, and a lot of them will tell me, look, I'm afraid to turn on my furnace, and I can't afford a plumber. I'm just afraid. And so they won't have any heat in the home. We'll try to see what we can do. I will try to see if I can get a case going with Adult Protective Services. Let's turn on your furnace. Let's get you a blanket. Let's make sure you're okay. These little things can make you live better at home.
And sometimes maybe we'll find the person that hasn't gone to the dentist a long time, and they have pain and they can't eat, but all those things will come up, and then we can refer.
We'll be that bridge for the resources and see if we can help them. We have a great dental school now here with John Paul Foster School of Dentistry. And so sometimes I will get those little flyers or emails that say, this month we are going to take 10 people or 20 people to do a free cleaning or a free checkup. Well, that's your opportunity. Maybe you need to go and take advantage of that.
And if they're your clients, you refer them.
Exactly.
Oh, that's wonderful. These are great things that the community is doing, and we need to take care of our elders, and not just in Valentine's, but all year long. But Valentine's is a good reason to...
It's a reminder we need to love them.
Yes, and so you ask them, do you need food? Do you need medications? Is everything okay? And those are good questions to ask when you go. But also family members and neighbors can ask those same questions.
Same questions, and if something's not right, then don't hesitate. Call Adult Protective Services. We want to help them. We want to make sure they're okay. And we're not granny snatchers.
Yes.
We want to keep you at home, but we want you to live at home with dignity and respect.
Very good. Whew. We've gone through a lot of information. Is there something I haven't asked? I know you've got some tremendous success stories where you've saved an elder because somebody thought to call.
Yes, and so office. That is our goal, to have positive outcomes. Once in a while we'll have a little bit of a little bump on the road where something we just don't know what to do, but I facilitate a group called Community Resource Collaboration for Groups, and it's called CRCGA. We have lots of community members who sit in, and I open the floor up to whoever has a difficult case, from social workers to the fire department to probate court to APS. Anybody can come in and talk about I've got something going on and I'm trying to help somebody, but maybe my brain's not figuring it out, but all of these 30 brains will come up with a plan. And so our goal is to have positive outcomes there as well. And
Wow.
again, it's amazing to watch all of us work together to see how we can help that
Are you
individual.
doing it virtually where anybody can join in?
It is virtual.
Do
and
you
it's
send the invite?
I send an invite. If you're interested, they can always email me. My email is graciela.ortiz@dfps.texas.gov, G-O-V. You can email me and say, I'd love to sit in. I want to see what it's about. I want to help. A lot of organizations are on it, and our goal is to have positive outcomes.
It's wonderful. You're doing a fantastic job, and I know you come up with some great ideas to start this group, because not one agency or organization can solve everything for an elder. And how great that you're pulling all the resources together and like a think tank.
Exactly. And you know, there's that motto out there that it takes a village, and they always focus that on kids, but it takes a village for all of us.
Yes.
To make our community better, to help our seniors, and to ensure that every single one of them has what they need and are not being neglected, hurt, exploited, abused, whatever it is, there's an agency that can help.
If I get a call, or if anybody gets a call from someone that we discover needs help, and they're 60 years or 65 years and older, what is the age group?
So the age group with Adult Protective Services is anybody between 18 and 65 that has a chronic disability. They can't care for themselves appropriately. It's an APS client.
Okay.
And then anybody 65 or older, it's an automatic eligibility for Adult Protective Services.
Right. And so if we find somebody, we don't have to figure it out. We just call
The 1-800
the
number.
1-800 number,
Be
which
very
is, I'm going to
detailed.
write it down.
Yeah, 1-800-252-5400. And again, it's all about you calling it. Be very detailed. What did you see? What did you smell? What did you hear? How bad was it? What did you hear from the senior? What were the details that they told you? Because every detail can possibly save that person's life.
Yes. Wow. Love is in the air. Surely, surely. Love is in the air. And what message do you want to leave us with today? Because of Valentine's Day coming up.
You know, it's all about love. It's all about being kind. And, you know, during our COVID little thing that was all around us, I think there were many, many seniors who were neglected. So now's the perfect time with Valentine's Day in the air. Love is in the air. Love your neighbor, your family, your friends, if they're elderly. Check on them and make a difference in the community.
And growing old doesn't have to be hard, right?
Absolutely.
Tell me
not.
about that class.
So I teach a class for the senior adult program, and it's called Getting Older Doesn't Have to Be Hard. And we can grow elderly, age gracefully, but it takes sometimes you figuring out how to manage that stage in your life. That's the third stage in your life. And I want you to finish it with a bang. Be ready. So in my class, I talk about caregiver, care facilitator. I talk about being positive. I try to teach you how to organize your life in one little notebook. That takes 2 classes, but it's called the personal recorder. And if you can organize your life and something were to happen, you can hand that notebook off to a family member. Say, everything about me is in there, from my medications to my doctors to how I run my home, how I pay my bills. All my legal stuff's in there. Here you go. So I'm trusting you to make sure I'm okay. And then we talk about Adult Protective Services, about hoarding. We talk about legal matters. And I have somebody from the community come in and let's talk about it. Because sometimes we don't want to hear that stuff. Oh my goodness, I don't want to know, I don't want to hear. But take the time to take the class and learn a little bit, because it can make a huge difference in your life.
And it's a senior adult program class. It's 12 classes, 12 sessions. You can still call and register for the class. You can call 915-831-7801, and we'll give you all the information on how to register. And for our program, you just have to be 55 years or older.
Awesome.
Thank you for being here, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Ms. Mary, and happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, and happy Valentine's. And happy Valentine's to you all, too. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program here at the El Paso Community College. And of course, we have a really good show worked out for you today. We want to start with introducing you to Pedro Burgos, who is the sales manager of Humana, our local wonderful office that I visit every so often, and Alma Sierra, who is the outreach manager. And I just want to proudly say that they came through to be one of our sponsors for our Seniors Love Conference this year. We're celebrating our 26th annual. So thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
But we also want to talk about, other things, because a lot of people and most of us have difficulty selecting a Medicare plan. And it's a chore. It's just difficult. So I'm wondering if by talking to y'all today, you'll explain how easy it can be when we work with agents like Humana. So, Alma, can you maybe get started in explaining to us how it can be easy?
Of course. Now we're really excited to be here, helping consumers pick the right Medicare Advantage plan is definitely one of our passion, and you'll find that with our agents and with our brokers. It's really one of our passion to make sure that they select the correct Medicare Advantage plan. And we feel that it is important because your health can determine your quality of life, definitely.
Yes.
And the right Medicare Advantage plan can definitely support your health goals and your needs and help you live the kind of life that you want to live. So selecting the correct Medicare Advantage plan is critical in your goals to live a healthier life.
Yes, it's really important. And you say there's needs. So do we all have different needs? Medicines, doctors, ailments, And so we have to have that. We have to know that personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
What ails us, and also in selecting the right insurance, because it can be confusing, overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
And is there an easy way to choose a plan? Is there a formula that we can
Well,
use?
Licensed Medicare Advantage sales agents are your best option, of course. These individuals, they make it their job to make sure that they know all the plans in the local area. So if you're talking about an agent, a career agent, you're talking about a broker, it really is their job to be informed on all the Medicare Advantage plans that are available in the El Paso area. Additionally, every agent, whether it's a career agent or even a broker, they get certified to sell Medicare Advantage products, and they get recertified every year after that. So it's an ongoing process. It's a certification. They get informed, they take a test, and then they get recertified. So that's actually a requirement to get recertified. They take being knowledgeable about their Medicare plans and the benefits available. They take that really to heart.
Yes.
And you'll find that they take it very seriously. They're never going to steer anybody. They just want to provide the information for the consumer to make the choice that's appropriate for them.
So the decision is really for the client.
Just think of a Medicare Advantage sales agent as their go-to health insurance resource for information. Really, you can actually go into our office, which we have a really great, beautiful location at 1188 Yarborough. And you can just go in there and get some information. We always have somebody there available to answer any questions you might have.
I've heard some good things about people that have walked through the Humana doors, and I said, "Oh my gosh, I'm really pleased." I imagine there's a cost to have an agent. To anybody that speaks to a Humana agent.
Actually, there is really no out-of-pocket cost to work with a Medicare sales agent, and there's really no obligation to work with them or even to enroll with them. If all you want is just information about your needs, or like you said, your medications, what's going to be available, you just kind of want a Medicare 101 is what we like. That's definitely the place that you can do it with no obligation to enroll. Yes. We're there to help as much as we can.
Well, I wanted to ask Pedro also, because I know you work with the agents as well, and how do they get paid?
So Agents do get paid a commission. That's right. Agents are paid by the insurance company. There is no out-of-pocket costs for the Medicare beneficiary to work with a local agent.
Yes.
Most agents I know go into the business to help people. They want to provide guidance of information, put their clients' needs first, and just to make sure they take care of whatever they have going on first.
Yes, I like having someone work with me on a one-to-one with anything, with anything that insurance or, retirement or financial planning. I really need that. And I think most of us like that one-to-one. And so working with an agent, it's really good. We're assigned to an agent. They get to know us. They present the options. And so, in enrolling, and I know there's a special period of time where there's enrollment. So how do you recommend the Medicare beneficiaries to find an agent?
Sure. Great question, Mary. You can find an agent by visiting medicareagent.humana.com and by entering your zip code. Also ask your friends and family members for referrals. You can also call our office at 915-577-4166 to speak with a licensed Humana telesales agent as well.
Okay, super. Your answer to the question is like,
That's great.
You've been working a long time, and you call them Medicare beneficiaries. Those are the beneficiaries of getting the plans, right, with Humana.
Correct.
So that's a great, reminder. I'm thinking about in navigating through these plans, there's ins and outs and many decisions to make. Are there telesales people? Are there other ways to be a member?
No, that's a great question. There are indeed different ways to enroll. There's two main things to keep in mind when considering an agent, right?
Yeah.
Who do they work for?
Yes.
And where they're located. That's also very important to beneficiaries. Some agents work solely on a particular health insurance company because they only sell that carrier's plan. Other agents may work for themselves, an agency, or a call center. There are agents typically contracted with multiple carriers so they can show a beneficiary different types of plans. Local agents, though, may live and work in your area, whereas telesales agents may live in a different area, in fact, sometimes out of the state.
Mm. So we really want to work with somebody in our area. I think that's really great. So how do you recommend the beneficiaries, to work with the right agent? How do you match that?
Great question. So when thinking about what type of agent you want, you should consider what's important to you.
Okay.
Do you want to meet in person? Are you okay with a phone call? Do you want someone to sit down with you at your kitchen table and explain these things? Or are you more comfortable doing it in a virtual setting? There's no right or wrong, it's just whatever fits your needs.
Yes. So when you call Humana, you're given these options. What
Correct.
do you prefer? How do you prefer for us to work with you?
Yeah.
And then the right agent is selected by you, and you're assigned someone. I think that's a pretty good deal here. So together, we're going to get through this. By the way, because anything that is important to our health and to our continued health needs to be taken seriously. Mm-hmm. And Humana takes your beneficiaries, your members, seriously. And I understand you also have the sneakers,
Yes.
the silver sneakers there. And there's other things, right, that
Yes.
you will offer. I want to, and of course, time flies fast, so I do want to talk a little bit about sponsorship for the Love Conference. Tell me a little bit about why you always come through. Why do you believe that working with the senior adult program at the college is important for your company?
I can speak a little bit about that. Like we previously said, Humana is passionate about providing the resources for our beneficiaries to make informed decisions about their health. But we also want to provide different opportunities for them to continue to stay healthy.
Yes.
Like the silver sneakers, Medicare 101 presentations at the office, and these are all free of charge. We can bring in dog talks. We have so many activities at the center, and once it warms up a little bit more, we'll have ice cream socials and domino games, and it's just important to us. It's important to us because we want quality and quantity.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And the college offers free classes for seniors. That's really important. Technology classes. We offer dance, exercise, art. I mean, just a whole array of classes. And that's also educational for and staying healthy and staying connected
Yes.
with professors, instructors, with other students. And that's really important in our events. Ooh, the Love Conference, 26, this is our 26th annual. We have
Congratulations.
not had, thank you.
Right.
We haven't had one since 2020, since we shut down because of COVID. So we're really glad that we're coming back, and we have hearts, and we all dress up in red, and the seniors come all dolled up for the Valentines. We have entertainment. We're going to have a speaker. His name is Pastor Michael Grady, very passionate about unity. And our theme is Seniors United for a Strong El Paso. And you're part of that strong El Paso.
Yes.
Humana is always
you.
part of that strong El Paso and building that unity that we all want. So he's going to talk about unity. We're also going to be talking, hopefully, about some health, maybe getting the formula to living healthy, and entertainment. We've got other sponsors that you helped us get for the trio. We're going to have a trio. Trio is very romantic, you know,
it
for
is.
around Valentine's.
It
So
fits.
who did you get?
We were able to get BEK Medical to support to provide the entertainment, and so we're really happy about that. And of course, our co-sponsor, who is also our partner, will be WellMed. They'll be partnering with us as a
And then we're going to
co-sponsor.
have other sponsors that we're confirming at this time. But by the time the show airs, we'll have it all
Right.
already, already
Wonderful.
to go. But I'd like to give you an opportunity to give your phone number, your location, and then I'll do the same because we have tickets already to issue out to all of the people that want to attend the Love Conference. It's free. We just want for you to call, get your ticket, bring some hygiene products for seniors. You know, some of those little ones for travel size would be good, of hygiene products for seniors. And so that's all we ask. And the number is 915-831-7801 if you want tickets. And so tell me about your location.
And
your
we're
information.
located at 1188 North Yarborough, and that's Suite O. That's a new location for us. We're really, it's a beautiful location. We invite everybody to come in and look at our location. You want information, stop by. Our office number is 915-577-4166, and that TTY is 411. Did I forget anything?
No. Again, brand new office, Mary. We just opened it in March of this past year. We're super excited. If anyone has Medicare questions, either you're a Humana member or you're not, it does not matter. We want to help everyone achieve their best health. So and teach about Medicare. So leverage us. We have a beautiful location, once again, 1188 North Yarborough, located off the corner of Yarborough and Vista del Sol. So we picked a really good centralized location to help our seniors.
Super. And just as a reminder, that Love Conference is going to be at the El Paso Community College on Viscount, 9050 Viscount. Give us a call.